All right, welcome to week number 3, where we're going to talk about promotion domination. We have a lot to cover, so let's just dive right into it. All right, so inside of my computer, let's get started. Here's what we're going to cover in today's video. First of all, the content, the goal, quick wins, the philosophy, and then finally a summary. And as always, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram for important updates regarding the course. And I need your guys' help to share the course as well. Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. If we're gonna spread this free course to as many people as we can, I need your guys' help. Warning, as always, this is the most important video in the entire course, so make sure that you watch the entire video, don't skip around, don't fast forward. And if you're watching this video right now in module number 3, that means that you've gone through module number 1 and 2, you've gone through them in sequential order, watched all of the videos in full, and you've implemented and taken action on everything. If you haven't done that, you don't deserve to be here yet. You have to go back and do that work first, all right? Pro tip. Watch the video in double speed if you want to save yourself some time. So let's now begin with the content, right? So the content here in module 3 is first of all going to be the welcoming video. That's the video that you're watching right now. We're going to cover what we're going to cover in this module essentially, but we're also going to cover a ton of other important stuff. Then in the next video, we're going to talk about copywriting and tracking. This video is going to be super important. If we don't get the welcoming video and the copywriting and tracking video right, none of the rest of the videos in this module is going to work or make any sense at all. Then we're going to talk about specific outreach methods, right? We can use LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Facebook and Instagram, cold email, Loom, and then finally do some paid retargeting cross-platform as well, right? And the first 2 videos as mentioned, this is where you make the money, combined with your SNMA positioning. So going through module 1, all of the tech stuff, and then module number 2 with all of the SNMA and your positioning, your niche, your service, your offer, and also finding a media buyer. That is really where the gold is. And then continuing now in module number 3, the first 2 videos where we decide how we're actually going to do the outreach, what we're going to write in our outreach messages, and our methodology, basically our strategy on how we're going to do this outreach. This is where the money is. This is where the gold is, not here. Not like the LinkedIn Sales Navigators or the tools or the email list or whatever you use. These are just techniques to get your message across. It's just the medium. Because I did this mistake when I started out, and a lot of people do the same mistake. You think that the secret is in the actual platform or in the tool or in the email outreach tool that you're using with automated messages or the automated LinkedIn messages, because they sell you that dream that the secret is in the buttons you push. And that couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is that the gold is in what you sell to whom. Your niche, your service, your offer, and how you get that messaging across to your niche or to your market. That's the most important thing. So it doesn't matter what buttons you push. The only thing that matters is, do you have something your market wants and is willing to pay money for? That's it, all right? So I hope that is crystal clear by now, and we're going to reiterate this over and over and over again, because I don't want people to fall into that trap, thinking that buying a list and then just spamming out emails is going to be the way to go. So the goal with this module number 3, or with the entire course essentially, is to help as many people as I can to get to $10,000 per month. And getting to $10,000 per month with a social media marketing agency, that's just 3 to 5 clients paying you between $2,000 to $3,500 per month. That reality is closer to you now than you think. You'll easily get there if you follow this course and do your absolute best. Watch all of the videos in sequential order, take one step at a time, and then implement everything as we go. The future is for your taking. It's right there. We're getting so close right now. If you've gone through entire module number 1 and module number 2, you have set up your positioning, you have your niche, you have your offer that you believe in, you have created a calculated guess that you believe in, you found a media buyer, you have the website, you have the funnel, and now when we're going to start to do the actual outreach, you're so close. You're this close right now to land your first client and find that proof of concept and then scale it to 20, 30, or even 50, or even $100,000 per month, right? So organic advertising. Since the goal is to get to $10,000 per month right now, right? We start with organic advertising to get a proof of concept and some initial cash flow. We want some money coming into your business, right? We need to prove that the market is willing to pay money for our selected service and offer as well. We'll perfect the offer in module number 4, right? So proof of concept, it basically means that you've selected a niche or a market. You've also selected a service that you're going to sell to that niche or market that you believe in, something that is new, unique. If everybody is doing Google ads, maybe you're doing Facebook or YouTube or TikTok ads, right? So you have that calculated guess. And now we want to get that first client, deliver our services with the media buyer, see that it runs, see that it works, see that they're getting happy from the results, and then get a second client, a third client. And once we have 3 to 5 clients paying you $2,500 or $2,000 to $3,500 per month, that's when you have a proof of concept, and that's when you can scale. So paid retargeting, that's also something we're going to talk about in this module to get to $10,000, right? Which is the goal. Combining organic advertising with retargeting campaign is extremely powerful, okay? Especially when you have a fully functional VSL or video sales letter funnel in place that you should have by now, that we set up in week number 1. We basically get them to your website once. If you get a prospect to your website once, they will start to see you everywhere, right? So as you start to do organic advertising, you start to reach out to people organically with messages. Most of them are not going to book a call with you right away. So you will have to follow up with them manually as well, as we're going to talk more about in today's video. But if you can have some retargeting as well, some paid ads that run in the background as well, that is going to be super powerful. So let's discuss paid retargeting, right? So you have a prospect, maybe you reach out to this prospect. Let's say you're selling YouTube ads to gym owners. You reach out to a gym owner on Instagram, you talk to him, and you send him the link to your booking page or to your VSL page or to your website, whatever it might be. They visit your website, then they leave their website because most people, something happens. Maybe they're very interested in your service, but something else comes up. And I'm going to talk more about this in detail very, very soon as well. Business owner is normally very, very busy. They have a priority list. And even if they're super interested and intrigued by what you have to service or what you have to sell, essentially, something else shows up. They have to serve a client, or they have some fires that they need to put on in the business, or they need to get their kids, or they're just at home at night and they're going to eat dinner with their family. So they prioritize your kids over your service, or whatever it might be. 1,000 different reasons, right? So you reach out to them, they're interested, they check out your website, then something else happens, they leave their website. And most people that don't have retargeting, that's it. They don't follow up again, and they don't do any ads, and then they leave or lose a potential perfect client, right? So what retargeting is that as soon as somebody visits your website once, we can place a cookie in their browser, essentially, by a pixel, as it's called. And then they start to see your ads over and over and over again on all the different platforms. So the Google Display Network across the entire web. They start to see Facebook and Instagram ads or the Meta ads. You can also do like TikTok ads or YouTube retargeting ads or LinkedIn. You can do retargeting on pretty much all platforms. But this is the concept of retargeting. We get prospects to your website, they leave your website, and instead of just letting those leads fall through the cracks, we show them ads over and over and over again and follow up with them so that we are top of mind and give them a chance to get back to our website as well, right? So cost. The cost of retargeting is extremely cheap. A rule of thumb is $10 per day per 10,000 people in your audience. So let's say you have had 10,000 people coming to your website for the past 6 months. If you want to show all of those people an ad every single day, it's going to cost you around $10 per day. It's just a rule of thumb, right? But it's very, very cheap. It's a lot cheaper to go to Facebook, let's say, and say, hey, here's 10,000 people that have been to my website. Can you show them an ad? That's a lot cheaper than going to Facebook and asking, hey, I want to show ads to gym owners. Can you do that for me? Then it's going to cost a lot more. That's cold traffic, right? So paid retargeting is the most cost-effective type of ad you can do, because again, you're only showing ads to people that already know who you are as well. So you're getting more clicks and more leads and so forth from retargeting as well. Platforms. You can use retargeting on pretty much all platforms out there. Meta or Facebook and Instagram, Google, LinkedIn, TikTok. However, I recommend only focusing on the main two first, Meta and the Google Display Network. Basically digital banner ads. And that's what we're going to implement later here in module number 3, right? You can do it on LinkedIn and TikTok as well. It's going to be super simple, similar process to set that up. But in this course, we're going to focus on Meta and the Google Display Network as well, okay? Automated follow-up, right? So retargeting is like an automated follow-up system. If they just visit your website once, you will be able to retarget them all over the place every single day on autopilot. That's why having a VSL or a video sales letter funnel or case study video in your organic outreach arsenal is extremely powerful. Because remember, you have this VSL funnel right now, right? It's a landing page, to a video page, to a booking page, to a thank you page. And when you do paid advertising, you want to have a streamlined process like that, or a sales funnel. You want to have a sales process in place. So if you drive traffic to your landing page, you will guide them through the different steps. Leave your email and your name, watch the video, book a call, and then a thank you page, essentially, right? It's mandatory when you spend more money into ads, but even when you do paid retargeting, it's super powerful to have this VSL sales process in place. First of all, it shows that you're serious. It shows that you know what you're doing. You have a professional advertising system for your own business, which just makes sense. If I'm a prospect and I want to hire a marketing agency, the first thing that I look at, what do you do in terms of advertising? What type of sales process do you have? Are you professional at doing sales and marketing yourself? And if you are, that's a big plus, right? Showcase your service. So this is what I just talked about, right? So when the prospect starts to see you all over the web after reviewing your website just once, they will start to see potential for their own business, right? If they start to see, they visit your website once and then they start to see your ads on Facebook, Instagram, on the Google Display Network, maybe you do retargeting on LinkedIn as well. You show up everywhere, maybe on YouTube as well. You show up everywhere all the time. They're going to think, okay, maybe I can do this for my business as well. This is powerful. I see this guy all over the place. And they will also know that you're legit, like that you practice what you preach, that you actually do this yourself, right? That you're not only selling a service, but you're actually using it for yourself. You believe in what you sell, essentially, right? So that's also a big perk when you start to do some paid retargeting for your business. And again, it's cheap. You can spend $5 to $10 per day, $150 to $300 per month. And as soon as you get your first client, it's when I recommend that you start to do some paid retargeting. So when to use, as soon as you get your first client and you have some cash flow coming into your business, reinvest $5 to $10 per day or $150 to $300 per month into a Google Display Network and Meta retargeting campaign. It will help you to get your second client, your third client, and your fourth and fifth and sixth client a lot faster. It's going to build your brand, and it's just going to help you a ton. It's going to put your organic advertising on steroids, essentially. All right. So let's go back to the goal, right? We have the $10,000 per month goal. We talked about the organic advertising. We start with organic, then we put in some paid retargeting as well. After that, we want to get a proof of concept as mentioned. When you get 3 or more clients paying you $2,000 plus per month or more, and the service that you're offering is delivering value and results for your clients, that's when you have a proof of concept, essentially. And it now works in small scale, which means that it works in bigger scale as well. Basically, an analogy that I like to use is that when you want to get a proof of concept, it's basically you're trying to make that fire, right? You're trying to make that fire with your SNMA, your positioning, your service, your offer. You're figuring all of these things out. You get your first client, now you're getting a small little flame, and then you get your second and your third client, and now that flame is actually burning, right? Now you have a flame that is burning. Now you have your proof of concept. So now what you can do is that you can pour gasoline on that flame, and that's going to be your paid ads. So if it works in small scale, then it will also work in bigger scale as well. So the main goal right now is just to get a proof of concept for your business. Choosing niche, service, sell that service with your offer, get 1, 2, 3 clients paying you money for that service, and you're delivering value. Now you know that it's working, and then you can scale it even further. You can continue with organic advertising to $15,000 or $20,000 per month. And once you're making $20,000 per month or $15,000 per month with good profit margins, hey, now you can just start to reinvest even more money into ads and scale it to $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, or even $100,000 per month, right? Scale with ads. So once you've generated a proof of concept with the help of organic advertising and retargeting, you will be ready to reinvest your cash flow into paid advertising campaign and scale it. This is something that we will cover later, but for now, most people going through this course just want to get to the first 10 or 15K. And to get there, you only need to do organic advertising with some retargeting with your sales funnel. Once you get to 15K, that's really when you have, or 10 or 15K, that's really when you have enough cash flow to reinvest business to scale further. All right, so the goal, again, business strategy, SNMA, that's the first thing, right? We'll fix that first. Your positioning, your niche, your market, you should have done all of that in module number 2 right now. Media buyer, we have everything ready to go. Then you start to do organic outreach, right? You start to reach out to people, and you're going to select the platform that works best for you. In some industries, maybe Instagram will be best. In another industry, Facebook will be best. And a third one, LinkedIn will be best. Or for another one, cold email will be best, right? You basically select the one that you think will work the absolute best. You get your first client. As soon as you get your first client, you basically add on paid retargeting on the Google Display Network and Meta, and you spend like $150 to $300 per month. So you reinvest some of that money that you get from your first client. Then you continue to do your organic and paid retargeting. You get 3 to 5 clients. You get to $10,000 per month. You get your proof of concept, and that's when you start to scale with more paid ads. Either you can do Meta ads, or you can do Google or YouTube ads, or however you want to scale your own agency, and you take it to $20,000 plus per month, right? So this is like the goal. This is the journey that you have ahead of you. You have the steps right now. This is the only thing that you need to focus on if you want to change your life right now. I've laid out everything, and I know that it's working because I've been doing this over and over again for myself, and I'm still doing this to my day. And that's why I'm so stoked to see what you guys will be able to do with this. But it requires a person that actually implements and take action on these things. Because if you just go through this course and you just learn everything, but you don't do anything about it, then nothing is going to happen, right? I'm sure you remember that quote. The man who knows but doesn't do, he doesn't know. So if you just know all of this, but you don't implement it, you have no experience, you have no idea. So make sure that you implement. The person who doesn't really understand this that well in the beginning, but they just take action and implement, they're going to run laps around the person that just trying to figure out everything theoretically and don't do anything. So it's very important that you take action. Nothing happens if you don't take action. And here you have the steps in front of you. It's right there for your taking, man. So just do it. Just do it. The goal, quick wins. All right. Leverage the media buyer, right? So quick wins to get your first client, or when you start to do your promotions, is to leverage a media buyer. So you can utilize the media buyer's past client results and testimonials to ask for referrals. So what you can do, talk with your media buyer, see if he has any connections or if he has any past client results that he was able to work with, and see if you can get some new clients that way. Because maybe that media buyer, most of the time that media buyer, they don't want to do the direct client work, right? They don't want to send reports. If you're even sending reports, or they don't want to respond to their questions, they don't want to onboard them, they just want to run the ads. So talk with the media buyer, see if he can guide you in any direction. You have him right there. Leverage that connection that you have. So talk with the media buyer. Also, a quick win, leverage your inner circle, right? So ask your friends, family, social circles, contacts, if they know anybody in your niche. So let's say you're going to start a YouTube ad agency for gym owners, right? Talk with people. Do you have anybody that you know that run a gym, or do you know anybody that knows somebody that runs a gym? And maybe even if they are not going to become a client, you can still start to talk with them, to understand with them. Maybe you can even visit them just to see how do you run a gym? How does it work? What's your sales process right now? So just like be eager to learn, right? And you might be sitting on a gold mine already in your current connections. So this might be how you land your first client and kickstart your agency. Just ask around your inner circle, let people know. So that's my next point, right? Share an update with your network, online or offline, that you're launching a new business and that you're offering a $500 in return for a contact that leads into a client. You must offer a reward for people to take action. You could do like, hey, I'm offering you $250 every single month on recurring. As long as I keep this client and they're paying me every single month, I'm going to send you $250 or $500 or however you want to do it, right? So do this and let people know that you're launching this business and that you're exciting or that you're excited about it and so forth, right? You might be sitting on a gold mine, so don't ignore this. Also a referral program, right? So again, utilize this if you can. Offer people something in return for bringing you business. This is free, easy, and everybody wins on it. You get a client, your clients get a great service, and the person who referred you to the client too, they're gonna make some money from this as well. So everybody wins. It's a no-brainer. Implement it with the first agency client that you land as well. So this is like I didn't do this for the longest period of time. It's the most powerful thing that you can do in your agency, to include a referral program in your own agency. So as soon as you land a client, just tell them, hey, if you know anybody else, if you know more gym owners who might benefit from my service, if they sign up, I'm going to send you $250 or $500 every single month, as long as they stay with us. So if they refer you 5 clients, if they refer you enough clients, they're basically going to have the service with you for free. And this is how you can just grow your agency organically. And getting referrals, getting a sales call with a referral is like the best type of sales call you can have, because now both of you know a person, or you have a contact in common and you're serving that person. So it's going to be very easy to sell that person as well, right? So implementing a referral program for agents is like the best thing you can do. Do organic, get your first 3 to 5 clients, tell them about your referral program, and just scale organically. Super powerful. All right, so now let's dig into the philosophy, because this is really important. Because when you do organic advertising, you can do it in multiple different ways. So here's the philosophy, right? Here's the old way. So here's how most people do organic advertising and outreach and promotions. And this is what I did for the longest period of time as well. And I don't recommend doing this. It works. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I'm just saying that there's a much more powerful way that you can do it instead. So here's what most people do. They basically buy or scrape as many leads as they can, right? They either go to like a website that sell leads or emails, so you can purchase or pay a certain amount of money and get a big email list of 10,000 people, or you use a tool that you can scrape all of the contacts on LinkedIn, and it sounds really good and you're getting a ton of leads. The thing is that everybody's doing it. Who knows what those leads are coming from, if they're even legit, and you're just getting thousands of leads essentially on the list, and it looks really cool, right? Then what they do is that they just warm up multiple email accounts. So they have like 3 to 5 different email accounts, and they buy different email automations tools as well. So email outreach tools, or maybe they have like a LinkedIn outreach tool, or maybe there's even an Instagram outreach tool. I have no idea. They just buy an automated tool essentially, and they take their list and their warmed up email accounts to connect everything together, and then they create an automated campaign essentially, and they send hundreds of unpersonalized emails daily. So it feels really good. They're, oh yeah, okay, I buy this list, I warm up my emails, fully automated, I buy this automation tools, I upload all of the emails, and I press a button, I write some templates, I press a button, and then I don't have to do anything, because the tool is going to send out hundreds of emails every single day, and I'm going to get a ton of clients, right? And then you start to send unpersonalized and automated follow-ups as well, so you don't even have to follow up manually. The tool does that for you. It sounds awesome, it sounds great. Then what happens is that you pretty much don't get any open rates, no replies, no booked appointments, and you get super frustrated and you wonder why it doesn't work, and then you just do it over and over and over and over and over again, right? And again, I'm not saying that this doesn't work. I'm just saying that it's not working that well, because so many business owners out there right now, they're so used to getting spammed with just shitty unpersonalized emails, or being reached out on LinkedIn, on Instagram. And I know this myself personally. I'm getting a ton of these, like 2 to 3 a day, or I'm getting a ton of people pitching me on Instagram as well. On Instagram, it's mostly personalized because I don't think you can automate it, but on LinkedIn, for example, and on email, I'm getting a ton of pitches every single day, and I can smell it before I even open the email. When I just see who it's from and kind of the first words in the email, I know that it's a pitch. I know that it's an unpersonalized email. I know that this person has just sent this to a ton of people. He doesn't sell something that is unique or that I really want. He doesn't understand my pains or my problems. It's unpersonalized. He haven't even went to my website or checked up what I do. I can recognize it right away. I don't even want to talk to that person, even if they have something that might be a good solution for me. I'm just so turned off by this automated email. I don't even want to look at it, because I know that they're just spamming out those mails. And again, I'm not saying that it works. I'm just saying that this is the old way. This is what most people do, and I don't recommend using this. So the new way, this is what I do recommend that people do, right? So instead of buying a list of hundreds of leads or thousands of leads every single day, and you're constantly trying to find new leads, what you do instead is that you carefully select leads from fitting businesses. So you vet those leads yourself, or you hire somebody. You can do that later, but in the beginning, you're going to do this yourself, right? So you carefully select the leads that you want to do manually. You don't buy a lead list. You don't scrape a ton of leads online, but you actually go out there and identify people in your market that is a great fit for you, all right? Then what you do is that you send highly personalized messages manually. You don't use a tool. You send an email the normal way, as you would send it to your friend or your family member or a colleague. You know how you send an email, right? You open up your email inbox, you send a new email, and you actually write the email and you click send. Never would you send an email to your friends or family with an automated tool. It just doesn't make sense. So you just send an email to your prospect the exact same way as you would do it to your friend or family member. You write it out and you send it, okay? And we're gonna talk about that. You can use some templates right here as well, but you do it highly personalized. Or you do, if you use Instagram, right? You send it via Instagram. You don't automate it, you send it manually, okay? And also what you do is that you keep track of all your conversations. And this is not something that you do in the old way. In the old way, you just put up a campaign, you have an outreach message, and then you have like 4 follow-up messages if they don't reply. And you do the same thing for everybody. What you do the new way, you do everything manually, and you keep track of all the conversations manually as well. And this is crucial because the follow-ups that you do needs to be personalized as well. I'm actually going to show you a real live example of this very soon. And doing it the new way and actually following up with people manually and keeping track of all our conversations, it's crucial. Like, it's mandatory, because most people, even if they're interested, they're not going to book a call with you the first time you reach out. Not the second, not the third, maybe not even the fourth time you reach out to them with a personalized message. Even if they're interested, they might not book a call because there's so many other things going on. And this is why it's crucial that you do it the new way, that you stay consistent. And again, I'm going to show you an example here in a sec. Then what you do is that you send multiple personalized follow-ups as well. You don't give up, you keep track of all your conversations, because since you've carefully selected your lead list of the people that you want to reach out to, now it's actually worth your time to follow up with them. If it's a great fit for your business, you can follow up with them like 5 to 7 times with personalized emails, because you know that it's a good fit for your business, right? And also the person who is receiving those follow-ups, they're actually going to appreciate your follow-up because it's a personalized message to them, and you're not blasting this to 1,000 different people. And then we basically focus on quality over quantity. You might be finding 20 new leads every single day, 20 perfect leads, and put them into your tracking sheet and start those conversations. 20 to 30 or 20 to 25 new conversations every single day. And it's going to be 10 times, 100 times more powerful than sending 1,000 leads the old way with just an unpersonalized automated tool, essentially. I'm going to show you why here in just a second. I'm going to prove to you that it's a lot more powerful. So focus on quality over quantity. You get booked calls and new clients, and we repeat this all over again. So this is the old way versus the new way. And the new way is 100 times better. And let me show you why. So first of all, I've never bought a service from an automated email blast. Even if I've been interested, even if I thought, this is pretty interesting. I've never bought a service from somebody who's reached out to me with just a blasted email. And the more experienced business owners that you reach out to, this becomes more and more important, because when you do high ticket sales, when you have something that is actually quite expensive, or if somebody's going to invest $2,000 or $3,500 or $4,000 per month with you, they want that personal connection with you. They want that personal service. They don't want to be one in the crowd that you just send a bunch of emails to. Same thing when you do their service delivery. They want to know that you got their back, right? Because they're paying you money. They want to know that you care about their business, essentially. And everything starts when you do the actual promotions as well. The sales start with the first interaction, the first outreach message that you send to somebody. That is your first. That is the first impression that you give this business owner about yourself. So you actually start the sales process with your first message. So that's also so important, that if you actually want to carefully nurture leads or build a relationship with your leads that actually will turn into a paying client, which is the goal, just do it the new way. I'm speaking from experience, and you're just going to shoot yourself in the foot if you do it the old way, right? So again, I've never bought a service from an automated email blast. It has never, ever happened. However, I have purchased services from highly personalized outreach messages. It's a complete, it doesn't even compare. So let me show you right now. Okay, so here's Gio, right? He's an online health coach, okay? He reached out to me August 9th this year, and he said like this. So he reached out like this. Okay, let's break it down. Hey Max, I'm sure you'd much rather spend the next 5 minutes making some super valuable content helping more people build an SMMA as opposed to having a back and forth with me in the DMs. And so I'll get straight to the point, my brother. So right away, I know that he's been to my YouTube channel. I know that this is a personalized message because I know that he's been to my YouTube channel. I know that he's watched my videos. He's mentioning brother, which when I'm talking to other people, I use that a lot as well. So right away, I like this guy. Just right out of the gate, I'm like, this is interesting. Then it continues. My name is Gio, and I help 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs eliminate their health issues and improve their productivity, happiness, and energy levels. I do this by using a personalized, modern, science-based approach to make our clients healthier, less stressed, and more effective entrepreneurs every single day. So right away, he's specialized. He's not a generalist, right? He's following the SNMA strategy here, right? He is a specialist. He's helping me. He has something that I care about. I care about health and improving my productivity and my energy levels. That's what I love to do essentially, and it's crucial when you're an entrepreneur. So now he's hooked me even more, right? Now he has something that I'm actually interested in. And then he continues. The goal with my work is simple: leverage my clients' biochemistry to eradicate the unwanted things in their lives and gain more of the things that you do want. I do this by targeting 6 main blocks: sleep optimization, gut health testing, sounds very interesting to me, exercise programming, optimal nutrition, mental health, and accountability, which is huge as well. Now I'm even more hooked because now he's actually talking about things that I'm interested in, like gut health testing. I remember when I read that, gut health testing, I've been thinking about that, I've never done it. And also having an accountability partner when you're an entrepreneur, or somebody who checks in on you daily, is huge. So great outreach methods, right? So if we break this down, it's personalized, it's highly personalized. He hooked me right away. He could never do this message to a blasted email list, right? It would never happen. Specialized SNMA. He's not running a marketing agency, right? But he's following the SNMA concept. He has a specific niche, a specific service, and a specific offer that is targeted specifically to his niche, right? Perfect. And then benefits, value. He have value or benefits that he's offering to his clients that I care about, that I'm actually interested in. He's understanding me and what I'm looking for. He knows that it's tough to run an agency and that you need to keep yourself in track and so forth. And this is why in module number 5 in this program, we have the Performance 10X module where we're going to talk more about this. Because when you're a solopreneur or you're running a small team, you have to have your shit together. You need to have yourself in order. So yeah, anyways, he's catched me here. And again, this is following the new way, right? It's highly personalized and he has something that I love. Okay, so he continues. Attached below are the screenshot of my Oura Ring data showing the improvements I made in my own sleep in the space of just a week, and the gut test that allowed me to optimize my diet. These both cured my anxiety and made me far more efficient, happier and less stressed as a person, as a business owner. I'm so confident in my ability to eliminate my clients' health issues and improve their productivity, happiness, and energy levels that if you're not happy with the changes we've made to improve your health and performance within 90 days, I guarantee to work for you until you're happy, or your full money back, essentially, right? We're gonna break this down here very soon as well. He knows what he's doing, Gio, when he does this outreach. And then he has his call to action. I propose we hop on the call and discuss this in more detail. How does that sound? Okay, so let's break it down. First of all, case study. So he has a case study, and right now he's just using himself as a case study, which is awesome. And I'm like, this is very interesting. Like, okay, he became better, he started to sleep better. He also has some screenshots here below that I'm going to show you a second. So he's including a case study. Also risk reversal, right? This is just out of the book. It's perfect. And if you read Alex Hormozi's book, this is exactly what he talks about. So he has a service-based guarantee, which basically states that, if you're not happy with my work after 90 days, I'm going to offer my service for you for free until you're happy, right? And this is what we're going to talk more about in module number 4 as well, when we talk about sales as well. Basically an ROI guarantee or a service guarantee. You work for free. If you're not happy, I'm going to work for free until you're happy. But he also throws in a money back guarantee. So it's a risk reversal, it's a service-based guarantee, and a money back guarantee. And I'm like, whoa, like, okay, this guy, he understands me. It's a personalized message. He has something that I want, and he has a risk reversal where I can get my money back, or he can work for free if I'm not happy. It's like a no-brainer offer that he has. I hope that you're seeing this. He's positioned himself in such a great way right here that I'm pretty much stupid if I don't jump on a call with him, right? And then he has this simple call to action. He always ends the message with a question. This is also crucial when you do your outreach, that you end with a question. Call to action. I propose that we hop on a call to discuss this in more detail. How does that sound? The thing with this message, though, is that it's very long. It's quite a long outreach message, but for his business, it works perfectly. I love it because it's personalized and he's talking about what he's doing. He's having a unique service that maybe not all entrepreneurs is thinking about, right? If you're offering somebody marketing service, everybody knows that, okay, you're gonna help them get leads and booked appointments. But a performance coach, maybe not everybody knows what they're going to do, right? So he has to explain it a little bit more detail to get me hooked. But he's doing this outreach message like just perfectly. And then he includes some case studies here as well, right? So he has we have to go through it as well. But he has the screenshot here at the bottom is basically from his Oura Ring that he had a 67 sleep score when he started. And then just a week later, he had a 90 sleep score from his Oura Ring. And then he also has his gut test here as well. That was just so interesting. I remember when I looked at this, I was like, the gut test, I really want to do that. So he hooked me right away. So this was August 9th, right? Okay, but let's just summarize this outreach message first. A hyper-personalized outreach message. He did it perfectly, okay? And we broke it down. So basically what happened then, so August 9th, he reached out to me. The same day, I sent him a voice reply because I was super busy. And I think I told him like, hey, this sounds awesome, Gio. Let me look through my calendar and see what we can do here. I'm definitely interested. It's super. The gut health sounds awesome. He replied with another audio and said something like, yeah, that's cool. Okay, no worries. Just look over your calendar and book a call whenever you can. And then I reached out to him the next day, so the day after, I basically replied to him, sounds good, I'm free from Monday next week. So here's the thing, right? I was super interested by Gio's service, but I had so many things that I was super busy at the same time. I had to like post a YouTube video. I did some agency work, some client work. I think I started to plan this course. I was going to the gym. I was having like my girlfriend was coming over soon. I was going to take up my dog out. You know, I had so many things on my list. I was going to get something to my parents, whatever now might be, right? Like leave my dog at my friend, I had so many things on my priority list that even though I was super interested in what Gio had to offer, even though I was super interested, his offer came kind of on the 10th place on my priority list. And I'm telling you this because this is how it is for most business owners when you reach out to people. Even if you have something that they're super interested in, like very interested in, they might be like, hey, I really want to do this. But they have so many other fires and so many other things that they need to take care of first. So you just get so low on their priority list, which is why it is so important that you follow up with them as well. So let's continue. Okay, August 10th, I said, hey, I'm most likely free from Monday next week. And I said, hey man, awesome news. Here's my calendar link. Go ahead and book in a call whenever suits you, my man. Greatly looking forward to our chat, brother. And then a link. Don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions. And then the day after, I was like, yeah, perfect. I'm going to book this. And here, I'm following off a bit here because, I'm interested, but I'm still like, I don't know if I want to jump on a call right now. Or, maybe I can do this in a month or two. I don't really know if I'm going to do this right now. I remember thinking this, right? So now we're at August 11th, and let's continue. So the next day, when I sent this emoji to him, right? The day after, he responded immediately. He's on the ball immediately. He's like, hey, Max, let me know when you book the call, my man, right away. Then it takes 3 days. So it's from August 11th to the August 14th. I haven't booked yet. So, things show up and I'm falling off a bit. I'm having so many other things that takes priority. So even though I'm interested, I'm like, I can do this later, right? But he follows up with me. So he says, hey Max, I hope you're enjoying a productive weekend. If you could please let me know when you have seen this message, we can then continue with our conversation. Should you wish for me to stop messaging you, please let me know. So right away, I'm just replying to him, should have an opening this week, we'll let you know. So I'm like, because I'm appreciating him following up with me, right? I told him that I was going to do something. I haven't done it yet, so I'm feeling a bit guilty that I haven't actually booked the call yet, even though I said that I would. And he's following up with me, but with a personalized message, and he's keeping a positive vibe across during the entire conversation here. So I'm like, yeah, fuck, I owe it to this guy to at least reply to him, right? So that's what's happened. So August 14th, I sent that to him, and then he replies, awesome, my brother, you can go ahead and book a call using the link I sent whenever you're ready, my man. Okay, so he sends that. I just leave a like on his message, and then 2 more days go by and haven't booked the call. So let's go to August 16th. Okay, let's break this down first. Same day follow-up, 3 days later follow-up, and yeah, okay. August 16th. So this is now 2 days later again. I haven't booked a call yet. So I said to him, yeah, I'm going to book a call whenever, very soon. I didn't. So 2 days later, he reaches out to me again and says, hi, Max. I've been loving your content recently, my man. Very, very actionable for those working on their agencies. Are you still interested in hopping on a call? I believe I could help you achieve some incredible things by optimizing your health and performance. Also, don't forget there are absolutely no obligations for hopping on a call, so no pressure, my man. I'm looking forward to be meeting you, my brother. So this is just awesome, right? He's keeping a positive response. And I remember reading this, I'm like, I'm almost feeling guilty. I'm like, dang, this guy is so nice, and he actually has something that I want. But I'm still following off here. I'm like, I have so many other things to do. I don't know if I'm actually going to do this. And then it takes 2 more days, right? So 2 more days. It's like 4 or 6 days since I last responded to him. So almost a week, and I've told him that I would book a call, but I haven't. So he reaches out to me again, and it says, "Hi Max, I hope you're enjoying a productive week so far, my friend. Could you please let me know when you've seen this message, because I would love to continue our conversation. If you would like me to stop messaging you, please let me know," right? So now a little bit further down the week, I put out some of the fires, and now I'm like, I'm feeling guilty, not replying to this guy. He's so nice. He's keeping such a positive vibe, and he actually has something that I'm actually interested in. So I was like, hey, fuck it, right? I'm just gonna book a call. I'm just going to see what this is about. And I thought back then that I know this pretty well myself. I think I have myself pretty good check in order. I work out and think about what I eat, and I try to I track my sleep a little bit, and so on and so forth, right? So I was like, I sent him an audio reply back. Yeah, okay, so before that, 2 days later, I still didn't book. Another 2 days, still no booking, right? So then what I did is that I sent him a voice reply and just said booked. So I actually booked the call. So he got the booking, and we booked in a call. And then what happened, right? So I finally booked, and he got it. And he only got the booking because of his personalized outreach, having something that I really wanted. And he actually followed up with me personally. No automated emails, no automated Instagram or LinkedIn message. I would never have booked it if this was automated. But I actually liked him, because he talked to me as a person, right? And he gave me a ton of compliments as well. And that's like the best thing you can do when you reach out to people as well. It's like compliment them on the work. People love to hear how good they are, right? Like you're boosting their ego. And yeah, so I couldn't not like this guy. And he was also putting in the work and was following up, and I felt guilty not replying to him, right? So finally I just booked it because let's give this guy a chance. Let's see what happens, right? And then next day he got paid. We jumped on a call, was this best. He had a perfect sales call. Also, he had a sales pitch deck on his call. And I've been jumping on a lot of sales calls, right? And not everybody. I've been through so many presentations myself, and most of them are bad, right? They're shit. They don't listen to you. Or they don't have a presentation, or they have a presentation but they don't listen to you. Gio was super nice. He listened to my question. He asked me what I was currently doing, identified what my needs, my desires, my pains, and my problems. Then he had a screen share, so I actually shared his presentation on the screen. And I was like, hey, he had a great offer, a no-brainer offer with a risk reversal, the ROI guarantee, or like the service-based guarantee rather, and the money-back guarantee as well. So I was like, let's give this a shot. And I got pumped up, and he got paid the next day. So here's just a receipt from him that is sent to me and that it's paid. So yeah, again, this would never have happened if he sent me an unpersonalized message or an email or using a tool or whatever. I would never even have responded to him in the first place. Nor would I ever have booked a call with him. Never, ever, ever. Nor would this never have happened if he wouldn't have followed up with me consistently. So this is maybe even more important. Because even if you send a personalized first message, if you don't keep track of your conversation in a sheet, and I know that Gio himself is doing it the exact way that I've been doing this, and he's doing this myself as well, that I'm going to teach you. He has a sheet, a super simple sheet that I'm going to give you in this video, where he's just tracking his conversations. Okay, here's Max, here's when I reached out to him, and he followed up with me consistently with a personalized message. So this was, again, because I was having such a long priority list, right? So this would have never happened if he wouldn't have done those personalized follow-ups as well. And here's the thing as well, I'm extremely happy and thankful that he did follow up. His service has been extremely valuable to me, and I'm going to continue to working with him, right? He's helped me a ton. He's helped me to get my own shit together, and it has helped my business to grow a lot as well, get more clients, provide better service as well. So I'm super happy that he actually followed up and not just gave up essentially, right? So here's the timeline. This is powerful because I want you to keep this in mind. He sent me an outreach pitch on August 9th, a personalized message. He got a response the next day, so now he's feeling pretty good, right? He sent the personalized outreach message. He actually spent some time on that message as well. It was long, he had screenshots and everything. So he spent, I don't know, 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes of sending that one message. I responded to him the next day because I was impressed by how accurate he understood me and what he wrote there, right? Then he sent the booking link. I was like, hey, let's do this, let's jump on a call. So he sends the booking link on August 11th, right? Then what happens, 3 days after that, he still has no booking, no response from me, and he sends the first follow-up. So now I was like, okay, let me just follow up with this guy. August 14th. August 16th, still no booking. So now we're like 5 days since he pretty much knew that he would get the booking coming in, right? And he sends the second follow-up. And then August 18th, still no response. And he sends a third follow-up. No response, no booking, no nothing, right? So most people would have given up here at like stage 4 or stage 5. Going this to stage 6 and following and sending a third follow-up, personalized, and actually spending time and energy on this. You know, he did it. And what happened? Well, he got the booking on August 19th. And then August 19th, we made the sale as well. So yeah, or I made the booking on August 18th and we jumped on a call the next day. So this is powerful, right? It's not only doing and I'm saying this and I'm talking about this in length because I want you to understand this. If you can do this process instead, doing lower quantity of actual messages that you send, but a ton higher quality, personalized outreach messages, and you also like only send those messages to prospects that you really like and that you believe in and that's a good fit for your business, and you actually spend more time, you're going to close so many more businesses. And even if you don't make a sale, you're going to give yourself 100 times better chance to build a great, like a true, like a real relationship with somebody. Because even if I didn't buy from Geo right now because something else was happening, I was going to travel, or I just had a super busy time right now. Even though I wouldn't buy right now, I would most likely have bought the service from him in like 3 months. As things cooled down, I started to like lose myself, or don't go to the gym as much, or don't eat as well, or my sleep was getting shit, or whatever now it had been. The first person that I would think about would obviously be Geo, because now I have a relationship with him. I know him, I've been already talking to him, and he has something that I like. Okay, so this is super powerful, the timeline, okay? So I hope that you see the difference now. The old way, you can definitely do the old way. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I know for certain that there are people out there using the old way and they're making it work. It's just that the new way, in my opinion, is 10,000 times better. And I'm sure that if you ask a business owner what way they would much rather be reached out to, would you rather go get a blasted, unpersonalized email and just an unpersonalized follow-up that just annoys you every single time because you don't know how to stop those emails? Would you rather have that? Or a super personalized email and follow up with a guy that truly understands you, have something that you truly want to, and you actually like this guy because it's personalized through the entire process, right? So I hope that you see the difference, and it's up to you to decide what route you want to take. It's a complete game changer, the new way. So don't follow the old way, right? Okay, so summary for today's video. Remember where the gold is, right? It's not in the tools or in the platforms. And most people who are beginners, including myself for the longest period of time, you're constantly looking for the new platform or the new tool or the new email outreach tool or the new LinkedIn outreach tool, or where can I buy a new list so that I can automate this because I don't want to do the work, yada, yada, yada. You know, that's not where the gold is. The gold is in your positioning, your offering, and your messaging. And you have to do the work. If you're not willing to do personalized outreach messages like Geo did, if you're not willing to do the work, then don't run the business, right? You have to do the work. There is no solution. It's a pill that you can take that is going to make you generate a ton of clients up on autopilot, and it's just going to be easy. It doesn't work that way. You have to actually deliver something of value, understand your clients, understand what they want, position yourself in the right way in the market that needs your service. And if you do organic advertising, actually do it the right way, do it the new way. Don't blast people. You're just going to you can potentially ruin your reputation because people are just going to associate you with those spam emails that they don't like anyways. So remember where the gold is. It's not in the tools, it's not in the platforms, it's in the fundamentals, in the basics. Module number 2, and here in module number 3 as well in this video. The goal, right? The goal is to get your first 3 to 5 clients, a proof of concept, then scale to the moon with paid ads, right? So we do organic first, Get your proof of concept, get some cash flow, and then we scale with paid ads. We're going to do some retargeting as well that we're going to implement as you do organic, super powerful. Quick wins, utilize your current network, okay? You might be sitting on a gold mine right now without even knowing it. Utilize it. You know, your next client might be just one conversation away. If you reach out to your cousin or your friend or the guy that you play golf with from time to time or the guy that you meet in the gym from time to time, just let them know, hey, I'm launching my agency. I'm going to help gym owners with YouTube ads. Do you know anybody who runs a gym? And it might be just an answer like, hey, yeah, I actually know a guy. Here's his phone number. You never know what's going to happen. So utilize your current network. This is how, it's the simplest thing you can do. Just ask people for help. The old versus the new way. Do what Gio did, right? Do that. And I hope that I've sold you this idea clear enough. Like, it works. It's the only way that it works, especially for me. And I know that for a lot of other business owners, more experienced business owners than myself, that are making a ton more money than myself as well, they're getting even more spam emails every single day. So don't spam them. Reach out to them on a personal level. Write an email how you write an email to everybody else, right? It just makes sense, right? The other way doesn't. Don't do the old way. Don't follow the old way. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Make sure that you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram as well for important updates regarding the course. Again, it's 100% free, this course. I want to see as many people take action, implement, and get results, but I need your guys' help to share the course, right? Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. And here's today's quote, right? So this is David Ogilvy, one of the best people in the world who did direct response advertising. And he started one of the biggest advertising agencies back when he launched his business called Ogilvy and Mathers or however you pronounce it. That advertising agency is still running to this day. But David Ogilvy did a lot of direct response advertising. And he said, he has a quote that goes like this: on the average, 5 times as many people read the headline as read the body copy. When you've written your headline, you've spent 80 cents out of your dollar, right? So this is when you do paid advertising. It is basically just underlining how important it is that you have your first impression, the headline. When people read copy, 80% or 5 times many people read the headline, okay? So if you have a shitty headline, but great body copy, you know, nobody's going to read your body copy if your headline is shit. So this is relevant to what we've been talking about today as well. When you do organic outreach, your first impression, when you send an Instagram message or an email or cold email or a LinkedIn message, if I can smell, or if the prospect can smell that your message is automated, that it's not personalized to them, they're never going to spend more time on reading the rest of your message. So it's crucial that you customize it and that you follow the SMA guidelines, being a specialist, not a generalist, and positioning yourself in the right way and doing personalized outreach and personalized follow-ups. Because I promise you, 95 or 99% of all your competitors, they're doing it the old way. They're just spamming out emails. So if you just send fewer messages to people that you really want to talk to and you do it highly personalized, you're going to stand out simply by the fact that you're doing it in a personalized way, because none of the other people are doing it. And that's what Gio did as well, right? He just stood out in my email inbox. I'm getting a ton of just spam, and Gio stood out in my Instagram inbox. So, here's actually a guy who's actually spent time writing this message. I could check his Instagram account. I could see that he was legit, and I liked him. You know, the first impression was a good impression, and that is what David Ogilvy talks about here as well. All right, so that's it for today's video. I hope that you're pumped right now about module number 3, where we're going to talk about promotion domination, because this is the cornerstone of it all. If you don't get this video, if you don't understand like the concept in this first video, nothing is going to work for you. It doesn't matter if you're going to send thousands or hundreds of thousands of emails. Get this right? And I hope that a lot of people have gone through this video, that you have had like a paradigm shift, that you thought that you were going to spam cold emails, and now you understand that you can do it in the new way as well. And it's going to be so much more powerful. You're going to get more conversations, build more relationships, and get more calls and more clients as well. So I hope that you're pumped about this. And now let's continue to the next video, where we're going to talk a little bit more about copywriting and tracking in detail as well. So see you there.